I'm a resident and taxpayer in the Dixie School District. The Dixie name evokes nostalgia and myth. When my husband, Clifford Gould, and I bought our house in 2002, we were informed of the myth that this coveted name, Dixie, made our home worth infinitely more than one with a more pedestrian name like Tam Union, pun intended. The myth to me brought cognitive dissonance. When I was told that a school and a school district in Northern California carried the name Dixie, I was shocked. I grew up in the South. I spent 28 years in Texas. I sang Dixie at pep assemblies and thought nothing of it. It was just a fun, upbeat song. Years later, I came to understand the meaning of, in Dixie land, I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. I'm sure there are others who are even now as naive, as oblivious, as untouched by the meaning as I was as a child. That is not to call them racists. However, among those who even now claim that the Dixie name is harmless, benign, named after a girl, etc., when informed that there is no historical record supporting that alternative history, and there is sufficient evidence that the name in fact refers to the Confederate States of America, they fall back on nostalgia, money, and myth. There is no magic conferred by the name Dixie, which makes the teaching illustrious and the students brilliant, athletic, and successful. The school district will continue to thrive under any name as long as its parents, teachers, and board maintain their current commitment to excellence. As Shakespeare said, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So what is the reason for changing the name of this rose? The question is one of benefit versus harm. No one particularly benefits from the name Dixie, but many whose associations with the name recall a place in which thousands fought to keep the rights and privileges of owning other people, which included the right to overwork, to starve, to imprison, to torture, to rape, and even to kill those owned, will suffer when seated in a house which recalls, honors, and glorifies that place. Not only those children who are descendants of slaves, but other children and other homeowners who are pained and ashamed when asked to associate themselves with that name, who recognize that we are still dealing with the legacy of slavery. The only harm which anyone can claim from changing the name is one of finance, but when challenged with the possibility that funds can be raised privately, those insisting on the old name fall back on nostalgia and myth. It's time to embrace compassion over commerce, to recognize history over hype, to step up to the plate and do the right thing. Thank you.